Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video for you guys. And I am your boy, Demario Morgan here. You probably know me as Rosso the Arcto. And today, right now is that I've been meaning to wanted to post this video last week, but I was unable to because I was somewhat sick, and then usually I have a slow, tight recovery, and usually I couldn't do anything else other than just paint, draw, record, and as well as hanging out with my buddies every now and then. But yeah, let's get into it though. But anyway though, I mean, usually most times it's so you remember how the seasons always pass and stuff, then hot or cold is you ever get sick. And most importantly is that I have been going through a lot of that, and all in one go, because it's been somewhat difficult for me to pretty much get myself in shape, getting my health back together. And it was one of the worst moments of my life. Is just pretty much trying to get rid of something that is somewhat still stuck, and usually it's been stuck with me for weeks on end, But the thing is though is that I was somewhat trying to go outside, just trying to do a whole lot better with myself, just trying to move in action, just trying to get a whole lot of energy, just trying to eat more frequently, just trying to do everything I can, just to stay active in my line of work. I mean, you've already guys seen my live stream a couple of times, and usually these are one of those times I actually try to muster up the energy, and as well as trying to muster up to speak, because I wasn't speaking clearly. I was speaking through my nose and stuff, and that's how I was somewhat got annoyed to it at one point. But at the end of the day, it's oh well, I can't really fix that. The only thing that I could ever do was is just basically take some medicine, get some more rest as much as possible before I do anything else, and that is exactly what happened. Because usually I wasn't exactly sure how am I going to pull it off, or usually how am I supposed to be standing, and usually I should be in bed most of the time, So I guess it was kind of difficult for me to understand what my body is going through, and as much as nothing is clearly nothing wrong with me now, but usually it's the only thing remainder of my sickness was the congestion. And to be perfectly frank though, I wasn't exactly happy about it, let alone I wasn't exactly myself, because it's I guess it's once I get sick, it's I am always in sort of in misery here and there, or most importantly I kind of get the whole depression thing, and to me it was chaotic, it was a total mess, and as well as everything that's happened so far. But the one thing is though is that I never stopped drawing, I never stopped painting. It's I never stopped doing anything, to be honest. It's I always find the time to have fun with people and have fun with anything in general, just to pretty much make sure the boredom doesn't come back, And it was somewhat difficult in my life, to be honest, but at least I am glad that I am better and a little bit more stronger than ever. unless you wanted to like call me freaking Superman over here. But anyway, though, the last thing that I wanted to like tell you guys is that this style that I'm currently like, well, I've been doing this, but usually it's more of a frequent challenge in my artwork every day. And most importantly, it's like if I could like just draw a whole lot of a whole lot of characters in my art style. I know I said this before, but then most of the time it's like I wanted to like challenge myself, just like with Naruto, just like with Dragon Ball, and just like with Five Nights at Freddy's now. And the thing was though is that it was sort of a difficult time like drawing like Chica and Bonnie, because usually the only thing like I was having a hard time doing is that it's the size, because usually it always has to start off with the size, because usually it's like I don't expect myself to like just draw something big or small. Usually I always like try to like get like the shape right, just trying to like make sure everything else is good, everything else is just clean. And usually it's like I've always been like finding like numerous of ways and options of painting the way I paint it, because as you can see right here is that I had like draw like these sugar candy pieces on the birthday cake in the background. And then what I was thinking was that maybe I should cover like the whole background except for like Chica. And I was sort of like testing out like, could this be it? Could this to be like sort of a easy way of doing it? Excuse me. And it was sort of a way of like knowing like which places that you wanted to do and what places that you should not do. And most importantly, it's like I always try to like take notes of like which ways are better and which ways are not. Therefore, I kind of don't know why, but I guess it was sort of like a test of seeing like which style can I do first, or which one can I highly recommend it. And excuse me for like my hair like being in the way, because I was trying to like get close enough to the details as much as possible, you know. So I can't really say like this is just my first attempt, of course, but usually I always kept trying, just to do my best, you know. And the thing was though is that I always like get mixed up with Chica's eyes, because I usually thought like Chica's eyes were like pink, but then at the same time it's like they were somewhat purple, or at least I thought it was. I mean, I can't really like tell, because I mean I have been looking up at Chica's eyes like to like see like if Chica's eyes are purple or pink, because usually I get a whole lot of mistakes wrong about it, but usually I change them in time just to pretty much like make them like actual pink. And it was something that I didn't expect, to be honest, to like see where this would actually happen. But anyway though, I guess you guys are probably wondering why I draw like drawing like the cupcake like when it's like actually happy. Well, I mean, it was kind of like thanks to like my grandmother, because my grandmother loves Five Nights at Freddy's, and she especially loved the cupcake, because it kind of like reminded her of a face hugger. To be honest, I am pretty sure that everyone else is aware of that. It's not just me, and it's not just my grandma, right? So I guess I say it's more of a funny thing, because when I first saw Five Nights at Freddy's the movie, wise, like when I'm sorry for like spoilers if you guys haven't seen it. Uh, the thing was though is like for like Chica, like when it's like when she appeared, is like her cupcake appeared as well, and it was kind of like funny, like how like the cupcake just pretty much jump scare that guy, as well as us, the audience too. And then soon as we like saw like the as soon as we like saw like the next shot of like seeing like, oh my god, freaking the cupcake is even more scarier, because usually I have a feeling, because I really do have a feeling like Scott Cawthon didn't like really like think about like, well, really didn't think about like the whole cupcake actually being like a freaking menace to the player, because usually it's like if he did like gone back and then just like add in like the whole like cup, and then just add in the whole cupcake being there at Five Nights at Freddy's 1, then oh my god, mark the I would say Markiplier, Darko, 8-Bit Ryan, or any other YouTuber in that factor would have a hard time keeping an eye on the cupcake as well as Freddy, because Freddy is tricky, but usually it's like with the cup, because it's like usually with the cupcake and all, excuse me, because usually with the cupcake and all, it's like, bro, like I have a feeling like in Scott, I really do have a feeling in Scott's mind though, it's like he wanted like the cupcake to like have its own like solo place to like pretty much like jump scare and stuff. And I think it was back in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, because usually it's like Scott Cawthon just like realized now is like, oh, why can't we just add in like the cupcake just to pretty much like have a little bit of a scare, because usually it's like no one else didn't expect the cupcake to be like be its own, because it's like the it's like because of like the cupcake, it's just being its own, just like saying like I am creeping up through your door, you can't hear me breathing, but then it turns out you can hear it breathing. It's just that it's a bit tricky just to like hear it breathing right next to the door, and then just close it. And it was pretty much reasonable why that it was sort of like a game mechanic, to be honest. It's like out of all of them, I feel like the cupcake in the Five Nights at Freddy's one in your office, I feel this is like the cupcake was sort of like I feel like the cupcake was already in your office. It's just suddenly like just basically just watching you, and usually it's like they know you're like here, and then usually it's like they're going to like drag you, or at least they're going to like back you up into a corner, is because you are totally surrounded by Bonnie and Chica and Freddy. I mean, Foxy, sure, he can come in, but at the same time, it's like it's just easy to just like know like, yeah, he is on his way and he's definitely coming. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. That's all I have to say about it, and as well as my experience of everything that I have went through so far. But anyway though, guys, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you like this video so much, and I will talk to you all later. Peace.